The Gift and Home channel. I'm Mary Liz Curtin, and I'm standing in front of my store, and I'm about to take you on one of my favorite little expeditions. Once a month, either my husband or I does a walkthrough in the store. We start from the outside and walk through the entire store and make a list of the things that need to be done. The point of this isn't to do the things, but to figure out what they are. Because I find what happens if we try to do them all is we get so distracted we get one thing done, but we miss too many others. So I recommend you start in the front of your store and look around. Do we need to sweep out here? Do we need to prune the plants? Do we need to wash the windows? Are items that are out for sale out in the garden looking fresh and spring-like? Take a look at the outside of your store, because this is what your customers see first of all. And nothing is more important than the doors. If there are fingerprints on your doors, your store doesn't look good. It looks ugly coming in and going out. So start on the outside and walk through your entire store, make a list, and then get to the list. Let's go inside. Here we are in the candle area. We sell a lot of candles, so there's always activity in this area, which means it's always a mess. So as I walked over here today, first I looked at the candle wall. We need to restock. Look at all the empty holes here. Now we've got inventory underneath, but apparently nobody has noticed that it's not up. So that's my first thing, restock. If you look along the bottom, and I sort of wish you wouldn't, you will notice there are dust kittens way back in here. Now if I stop to sweep them, you know I'll get distracted and I'll never get back to here. So, dust kittens. What I've done here is made a list of this particular area and what needs to be done. So we want to restock the candles, we need to check for dust kittens, we need to find out why the shelves have not been rebuilt here, because that's an ongoing project that hasn't been attended to and the shelves are kind of crooked. So check on shelves. And then I'm also noticing that we have an item here that has never sold. It's been in the store forever. I want to mark it down. So I'm marking that down as something else to take care of because we haven't gotten to it. Then I look back over here and I notice this whole unit is looking kind of crummy. I'd like to see this redisplayed and hopefully put these candles in with the rest of them. Again, I'm making the note. I'm not doing it now. Because if I do it now, I will immediately forget all the other things I'm supposed to do today. So take a look, department by department, category by category, what needs to be done. Let's walk over to a furniture wall. Here we are in the handbag department, another area that needs a little attention. The first thing is, this is all merchandised by color, and it's getting a little out of whack. So I'd like that straightened up. But more importantly, I noticed the other day that we're selling a lot of these bags, and we're out of stock. Somebody needs to write a reorder. Whether it's me, or my husband, or one of the staff members, I need to make a list to make sure it gets done. Then I looked up here and discovered that we sold a clock, leaving an empty hole. I need something in that hole because it doesn't look pretty. All of these things can be accomplished very easily if we just remember to do them. Looking over here in our personal care testing area, it's a mess. We need to pick it up. We've got garbage on the couch. We have messy testers. Again, it's all very small things that just need to be cleaned up. Now let's take a look at the cash wrap. The cash wrap in most stores is a disaster waiting to happen. It's like the junk drawer at home. So about a week ago, we did a fabulous job, and we're really proud of the way it looks underneath this register all this direction. But I left a reference point for you. This is what all of our cubby holes looked like before we started to organize them. 2 of us spent about an hour. We cleaned it up. It looks fabulous, and the rest of the staff was absolutely thrilled. But to me, the biggest issue is all this stuff on the counter. I can't wrap a gift. I can't fill a bag because we got junk every place. So this is one of the hot buttons in my store, is trying to keep the cash wrap tidy and clean so a customer has a fighting chance of bringing an item up to buy, and we have a possibility of actually wrapping it for her. Keep your cash wrap tidy. It's going to make it a lot easier to process sales. Here are some other items I always check for when I do a walkthrough. Because we have hardwood floors, occasionally I walk all the way through and just look for the spots on the floor so I can get somebody to mop them up. I check every place for dust kittens. I check the mirrors to make sure they're not dirty. We're pretty good about washing the windows in the front, but sometimes we miss the interior glass. With the furniture vignettes, we always make sure that the pillows are plumped, that the right throw pillows are on the right sofa so that you're telling a whole story, and we look every place for dust. In our store, we have 2 kinds of light. We have track lighting and ambient light. If I leave the ambient light off and just turn the track lighting on, I've discovered it's the fastest way to find the dust and the dust kittens. So sometimes you may find a little less light makes the dirt show up a lot better. And let's face it, people don't like to buy dirty stuff. So try to keep everything in your store clean and shiny and bright, and it will sell quite a lot better. I also check for minor repairs. As a furniture store, we often have scratched surfaces that need the magic man to come in and fix them. I look for things that are out of place, and I look for all the little details that need to be taken care of to keep our store in perfect shape. check the bathrooms, check the refrigerator, make sure there's enough toilet paper, put the good hand soap and the pretty lotion in those bathrooms. Whatever you do, don't stop to try to take care of any of these little details. Make the list. Whether you or your staff takes care of it, it's so much easier to have all of those chores written in one place. Thanks for visiting us at the Gift and Home channel. See you soon.